Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and I have not done a haul video in quite a while. Decided I wanted to do one for you guys today, mostly because I got a bunch of stuff and I want to play with it, and I want you guys to see it before I start working with it. Anyway, Black Friday was just a few weeks ago, and I've had a few things just trickling in. I don't know about you, but I think I got a little bit... I think I may have gone just a tiny bit overboard with Black Friday this year. I've also got a few things in from companies that are not part of the whole Black Friday thing, and I think I'm going to start off with that. First of all, this first package here is from Not Too Shabby. I have just recently been added to their design team for the next 6 months or so, and the very first package that I've got for the first project that I'm going to be working on was this one. So I want to show you guys what I've got. I don't know the names of the stamps or dies because I didn't see it listed on here, but maybe I will see that. So I've got a stamp and die stamp and die set, and I think these dies are just adorable. They're these cute little macarons that are little characters. I've got a bear and a penguin and a bunny rabbit and a kitty cat unicorn. You guys can guess which one my favorite one is. I'm going to look at this again to see if I can figure out what the name of this set is, but it doesn't look like it's... Oh, there it is. It is called Macaron Pets. So these are some products that are going to be showing up in the shop soon. They're not up there yet, but I will be having a couple of videos coming out for that first part of January. And then I've got this one from Cat Scrappiness. Now, Cat Scrappiness, I'm on their influencer team, so I'm allowed to get things at a discount and then do a project for them as I have time to do. And let me go ahead and pull out what they sent me. Oh, also this one was just a Christmas card that I was sent by Not Too Shabby. That was super sweet. I wasn't expecting anything else in my package other than the stamp and die. Okay, so this one was an order I placed, and I just thought this was so cute, especially with Valentine's coming up, which I think those cute little macarons would be great for that too. This one is a layered chocolate bar, and who doesn't love chocolate? So there's a couple of sentiments on here too. It says handmade with love and sweet mail enclosed, so you'll be seeing a video with those before too long. And then I went ahead and got another set that kind of goes with it, which is I love chocolate. So it's got a bunch of cool sentiments on here. I love you more than chocolate. I'd give up chocolate, but I'm no quitter. Chocolate doesn't ask silly questions. Chocolate understands. You can't please everyone. You're not chocolate. So here's a couple of those that go along with the I love you more than chocolate. One that says, please don't make me prove it. And another one says, and I really love chocolate. Chocolate is cheaper than therapy, and you don't need an appointment. Chocolate comes from cocoa, which is a plant. Therefore, chocolate counts as a salad. Chocolate is the answer. No, who cares what the question is? And any time is a good time for chocolate. So anyway, I love this. This can make so many cool things. And I'm thinking with Valentine's Day coming up, chocolate is perfect for Valentine's Day. So that's what I got from them. They also gave me this little goodie bag along with my order. I don't know if this comes with all orders, but I've got a little post-it notepad, which is good for masking, you know what I mean, or keeping extra notes. Got a scratch to win, which means I will be taking a look at that later. Some candy and a bunch of little winter holiday shaker bits. So they gave me a little packet of those. That was super, super sweet. Next comes the stuff that I ordered from scrapbook.com, because you guys saw that video I put up right around Black Friday. I think it was actually right at Thanksgiving, where they were saying that the magic mat was free for that day. They've been having a freebie pretty much all ongoing. So I did get another magic mat. You guys know how I love those. I also decided to get some of the sticky grid sheets, mostly so that I can use them on my die cutting machine. So this is going to go on one of the plates. So that's the purpose for that, and you'll be seeing that soon. I got some more foam. Like I said, these are all things that were on sale, so that's one reason why I went ahead and picked it up. And you guys know that I love my Simon Hurley stamping foam, and I've been unwilling to take the images off, so that meant I needed some more. I still have some of the stone from the stone wall at my in-laws, so yeah, I needed some more of those. I got this cute Santa, like I said, was on sale. This one is a Tim Holtz Sizzix Thinlits Colorize, and it's got a cool Santa, so I'll be using that. I did pick up a couple of things on Amazon, and those are really the ones that are trickling in the most. First, my mother-in-law had these cool scissors, and after trying them the first time while I was there, it's like, okay, the spring isn't really this part that I am liking the most. What I'm liking is that the tip goes all the way to the end. It cuts all the way to the end, where my other scissors, either I've dulled them or something, but they don't always cut all the way. So these have been much better for trying to do any kind of fussy cutting. So let me just find a scrap that I don't care about. Take one of these. So if I'm cutting it, yeah, it cuts good. But then I can cut all the way to the tip, which means I can get into those little tiny places and be able to do a much better job of fussy cutting. So I got those, and I'm splurged. I decided to go ahead and get some of the Gansai Tombi watercolors in all of those gold colors. I have been seeing these like on Christina Werner for years, and I absolutely love what she does with them, and I haven't really known enough about watercolor to be willing to splurge on that. But these colors are just gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. I'm going to be using those, I'm sure, for splatter and other techniques coming up real soon. From scrapbook.com, I also got this cute little stamp set, Cards for Kindness. Which you guys know, sometimes if I have excess cards, I do go ahead and send them off to scrapbook.com, as you know, so that they can redistribute them. They do take those donations, so if you're interested in that, I will leave some information down below about the Cards for Kindness program. But there's this cute little envelope with a heart in it, handmade with kindness, handmade for you. Handmade just for you with barcode on there. Circle one, handmade with love. Handmade for you, and Cards for Kindness. You've got a lot of different, these are the kind of things that you would add to maybe the back of your card when you're signing it, so that they know that it is a handmade card from you. Next, and part of the reason I wanted to do this as an unboxing is I've got some fairly large couple of things that I wanted to share with you before I started using them. The first one is contacted by a company that apparently has seen my channel, and they wanted to know if I wanted to try this out. This is a glass mat that is magnetic, and I will leave a link down below. I believe they also gave me a coupon code for that, and an affiliate link, all of the good things. So I think that that you can get it for a discount. Let me get a couple of things out of the way though, so I can get this opened up over here for you guys. So it's big. It's basically the same size as the mat I've already been using from Tim Holtz. The biggest difference is that this one, it has a metal sheet within it that allows you to use magnets with it, which will be awesome for doing things with, like, to do things like with your stencils and that sort of thing that you need to be able to keep your projects adhered down. So I'm going to give it a try. I mean, the Wendy Vecchi, I think it's Wendy Vecchi. Yeah, anyway, the Wendy Vecchi craft mat, of course, is smaller and more portable and easy to use. And I bought one, and I haven't been able to find it since I took it out of the box, so I haven't used it. But this is one that they did send me this they sent it to me for free to try out, and I'm going to be trying it out for a bit and see how I like it. They did give me some options, so I decided to go with, instead of the black, I went with white with these pretty flowers. Now this looks like it is a little bit smaller. It is heavy, but it's a little bit smaller than my Tim Holtz, and it has this metal plate on the back that's adhered down, which is the reason it's able to do the magnetic. So we're going to give that a shot real quick just to see how that works. Let me get this out of the way, and there's supposed to be some magnets in here. Here we go. So here are the couple of magnets. Let me get the box out of the way. So this mat is slightly smaller than my Tim Holtz. It's basically, looks like we've just got a few inches. It looks like about 5 inches on the side that it is shorter than. And then we've got, excuse me, the magnets. They had this in black. They had it in kind of the green that a lot of glass mats are. They had it in just plain white without the pretty flowers. And you can already see these things are, first off, these aren't wanting to come apart. These are sticking to the mat. So the magnets do work. Okay, so let me try. Because I want to make sure it works for what I want it to work for. You know what I mean? There are purposes for everything, so I'm just going to grab out a stencil. And it does have the grid lines, which is nice. It's all bright white, so that would brighten up any of my videos. So I'm going to go ahead and just tack that down, actually. And since I have not used anything with a magnet on here before, I'm not 100% sure how I'm supposed to be putting these down, so I'm just doing some guesswork here. And let's get out a couple of my blending brushes. Got some blue, and I've got some red, and I've got some green. Let's go primary colors. So to do a test, I'm trying not to hold on to it because I always hold on to it, which means I probably need to put one of these guys over here. And it's holding it pretty much in place, but I am having to hold a little bit, but not as bad. It seems like it's holding it where it needs to be, right? And the only reason that it was really moving around, I think, is because I go heavy-handed at times, and I'm shifting the whole thing. It's basically saying lined up like it's supposed to, but it's shifting because of me. So that part I can already tell it shifted, but that's still pretty. And let's go, I think I'll just go here, and I'll go in with some red. So overall, it is holding everything in place, and the magnets are pretty strong, I think. But like I said, I have not worked with these before, so I don't really know how strong they're supposed to hold. And I think I'll go back in with some of the green too. And I'm probably placing everything in the wrong position for it to work the best. Also, one of the reasons that I picked the white instead of the black mat is that it's easy to see what colors you've got laid down on your mat, like in this section of the Tim Holtz, but on the black you can't really tell if you got any color down, like if you've made a mess or anything like that. So I wanted something where I would be able to see it better. That also means that this would work pretty well as a watercolor palette. like what I did when I was in Austin. I put a piece of paper underneath the glass that was on that desk I was using, so you guys got to see that. But when I didn't have the white paper underneath, I couldn't see where my paint or my ink was to be able to use it. So that looks okay. I mean, I think it worked fine. Again, I have to do some more research to see exactly how these are supposed to work and be able to do some kind of a comparison. But so far what I'm seeing is that the magnets do work, and that's what they're supposed to do. The mat is smaller than the Tim Holtz, and I believe these pieces, yes, those pieces come off. It does have rounded edges, not as much of a rounded edge as, say, the Tim Holtz does. So let me show you that. So here's the edge of the Tim Holtz mat, and this one has got more of a squared off. It's like this one's probably like a 1/2 inch corner round, and this one's like a 1/4. So it's got a smaller rounded edge. It does still have a rounded edge. It is pretty heavy. And this one measures, looks like it's about 14 inches this way. The mat itself, say it's 12 by 16, and then there's an extra inch on each side and on each end. So, and it's from Glassboard Studio. The name is actually on here, so that's awesome. So glassboardstudio.com. I will leave you guys a link down below if you want to check it out and see what's going on with that. And like I said, I believe, not 100% sure, but I think they also provided me with a coupon code, and if they did, I will be providing that down there as well. Okay, so next, the next is a box that will not fit up here. And that's because I did some shopping over at Spellbinders. So I'll pull out some of the bits and stuff that I got along with my bigger things and go through those real quick first. So first we've got some pastels. These are actually the pastel crayons, I believe. I have not used them before, so it's another medium for me to try out. And it comes with 18 colors. So I got that. And these are all things that I purchased on Black Friday. So I got a couple of embossing folders to try out. This one, I just thought it was so pretty when I saw other people using it. And I've already decided that I do not like this thing on there, so this is basically protection for when it was going through the mail. So we'll see how it feels on my arms without that, but that was kind of poking me. So you want to take it off if you decide to get this. And this one is another embossing folder that has, it's called Stargazer. And let me see what's on there, because I already forgot what it was. I believe it's just some stars, an embossing folder with some stars. Yes. It's like a starlit night, so that is going to be kind of cool to play with. We got Glimmer plate of all the hearts. That's so pretty. This one is a Christmas foliage background, so this one is a simple foliage where I've got some of the bigger, bolder images. And of course, Halloween. I had to get some Halloween things when they were on sale. So this is really cute. It's got a bunch of foiled sentiments and a little skeleton and a little ghost, and of course the moon and bats, which I think is adorable. This one goes with another die set that I recently got but not used yet, called Open House. This one is all of the decor to go on the house, on the door on the front of the house. There's all the Halloween-y stuff. Okay, so we've got the bats, we've basically got the window part there that is more, it's more spider webs. It says, "Hey Boo," and of course some more of those little skulls. So that is cute. And then I got this. This is part of the Add to Cart series that I got most of the things from, but I didn't get this one, so of course when it went on sale I had to get it. And that is the shopping bags. So that is really cool. It's got a little tag for you to add to your bag, and it's got a couple of different handles. Like we've got this one handle that's rounded and this other one that is more of a corded one, and you've got your little bag, which is cool. And then another Christmas yes, another Christmas die set, and this one is all of these cool little ornaments. I just thought that was precious, and you can do them separate. These are actually separate dies. So this is basically we've got one die in the center, and then we've got two, one for each side, so you could basically do this as a border and only cut around the bottom, which is really cool. And they also were sending out, I believe that this one was a free paper pad, a gift for you paper pad that had a lot of pretty little designs on there. So that is my Spellbinders haul, well, part of my Spellbinders haul. Oh, also, since I'm trying to get into more of the pastels and such, I went ahead and got magnetic. Okay, I'm going to have to open this one up. It says, includes metal brush holder too. Okay, cool. So these are a bunch of pretty brushes. I was wondering why it was so heavy. And the fact that there's anything metal in there would probably explain that. So let me take a look at this, because I got the brushes, like I said, because it was on sale and it's for pastels. And if I want to do more with my little pan pastels, this would be a good addition. Okay. Yes, they are magnetic. That is kind of cool. Okay, so I think it's where this is this where this, I don't know, something is magnetic here because they are holding on to each other. But these little brushes I think are going to help me in a lot of different things, not just pastels, but I think they're going to work really well for pastels. So I plan on doing some more with that. And I will figure out the magnetic part soon. Okay, so the rest of my Spellbinders haul, you guys know I've been talking about wanting to get one of these. I went ahead and splurged, mostly because I still had birthday money. But I went ahead and splurged and got the Glimmer hot foil system. So I'm going to be using this and my current foil press from Gemini kind of together so that you guys can see the difference. And let's take a look and see what's in this box. I have not opened it as yet. This is my first time opening this box. Okay, so let's get the box out of the way. So we've got our, this is the platform, got two rolls of foil, the cord, and the little magnetic piece. Also has, oh, that's a pretty one. There is a Glimmer plate that is a happy birthday with a pretty frame, registration information, and so this is the silicone mat that you put your hot plates on once they've heated up. We've got a regular a regular Gemini plate. No, I'm sorry, a regular Glimmer plate. This one is a spacer pad, it says, and then a thin shim. So these are the pieces that are going to make it so it goes through the die cutting machine well. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you already know that that means that these do not go in my Gemini Junior. So I can't use it with my Gemini Junior. I do have a Sizzix Big Kick, so I could use it in that. But let's take a look at what else I got. And of course, this is probably the heaviest part. Since I want to do all of this on my desk if possible, I went ahead and got the Spellbinders Platinum 6. It has the fold-up side, so I should be able to use it pretty easily on my desk to be able to share with you guys compared to my Big Kick. Because my Big Kick is just too big to come over here. So I am hoping that this is more of the size that I want. And it's going to work perfectly with that foil press. So we've got, this is the, let me get this stuff out of the box because it's too close. You can't see anything. Okay. So this has got all of my little plates in there and the platform. and the crank. And here is the machine itself. So it's got a handle, so it's be able to carry around. It is a little heavy, so they basically took, what it looks like to me is they took basically the size of, say, a Big Kick or the full Platinum, something like that, squished it together. It's got all the good hardware on the inside, but made it more compact, meaning it is heavy, but it takes up less space. And I'd say like this, it takes up a little bit less space than my Gemini Junior does. And I'll probably bring that out in a future video because this one is starting to get a little long, but I'll show you guys the difference between the two at that point. We do have the little crank and stuff. We've got all of the little hardware because you have to put it on your machine, and it goes here. Okay, it does have a little groove there to make sure that you put it the right part. So the flat part's here, and there's a flat part there, so it has to slide on there. Part of this I'm doing just from memory from when I had to put the handle on my Big Kick, but there's going to be instructions. When you get yours, there will be instructions as to how to add this piece on. Okay, so you're going to want your washer to go towards the machine. So I've got it on, went ahead and put it on the little screw there, and I'm using the Allen wrench, that they included. And that's just going to go right in here. You just tighten it down. Once that's tight, there's also a little plug piece to go over the edge. That also makes it so that if it comes loose, it doesn't get lost right away. I would recommend, though, keep your Allen wrench, because I have had that little piece come off on my Sizzix, and I'm going to assume that will probably do, depending on how much cranking I do, it's probably going to happen on here too. So to open this up, oh, this is too cute. Does look like it's about the same size as my current Gemini plate. So let me just see width-wise. Width-wise, it is about the same size, which means my current Magic Mats and my new Magic Mat all fit perfectly for this machine. So that is going to conclude my Black Friday haul. I think I've got a couple more things that are still trickling in, but they're like minor things. I think I've got some distress microglaze coming, a couple little things like that you'll be able to see on some future videos too. But be sure to check back so you can see how well this mat is going to work for me, and how my new products from Spellbinders and Cat Scrappy and Cat Scrappiness and Not Too Shabby, scrapbook.com, so you can see how everything works out for me. I will be sharing those on future videos. You do not need any of the tools and such that I decided to get for my craft room. You don't need them, you can use what you have, but sometimes having the right tool makes it go a little faster and less frustrating when you're crafting. So you guys have a wonderful day, and remember, if I can make it, you can too. Talk to you later.